Do not scroll past this moment. Stop right here. This is not random. This is not coincidence. This is not just another video appearing on your screen. I have brought you here intentionally. Out of all the noise, all the distractions, all the voices competing for your attention, I have chosen this exact moment to speak directly into your life. Yes, you. Not the person next to you. Not someone else watching. Because I see what others cannot see. I see the thoughts you don't share. I see the silent battles you fight when no one is around. I see the weight you carry behind your smile. And today, I am not silent anymore. There is something shifting around you right now. You may not fully understand it yet, but you can feel it. That restlessness in your spirit, that feeling that something is about to change, that quiet urgency inside your chest, that is not anxiety. That is alignment. I am calling your attention. For too long, you have been moving through life on autopilot. You have been reacting instead of receiving. You have been surviving instead of stepping into what I created you for. But today marks a turning point because I need you to understand something clearly. You are not forgotten. Even when it felt like your prayers were unanswered, even when it seemed like doors kept closing, even when people walked away and left you questioning your worth, I was there. I heard every word you whispered in your weakest moment. I saw every tear you tried to hide. And I have been working behind the scenes in ways you could not see. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Not the delays, not the disappointments, not even the mistakes. Every single thing has been shaping you, preparing you, positioning you. But here is the truth you must face today. You have been underestimating what I placed inside of you. You have been looking at your life through the lens of fear instead of faith. You have been listening to voices that tell you that you are not enough, that you are too late, that you have missed your chance. That is not my voice. My voice does not bring confusion. My voice does not bring fear. My voice brings clarity, direction, and peace. And right now, I am reminding you of who you are. You are not here by accident. You are not ordinary. You are not meant to just exist and get by. There is purpose inside you that has not yet been fully awakened. There are ideas in you that can change your life. There are decisions in front of you that can shift your future. There is strength in you that you have not even begun to use, but you must stop doubting yourself. Because doubt has been the biggest barrier between you and what I have prepared for you. Every time you questioned yourself, you delayed your own progress. Every time you chose fear over faith, you stepped back from an opportunity. And yet, I am still giving you another chance, right now. This moment is not about pressure. It is about awareness. I need you to become aware of what is happening in your life. Pay attention to what you are feeling. Pay attention to what keeps coming back to your mind. Pay attention to what you keep ignoring. Because that is where your next step is hidden. You have been waiting for a big sign, something obvious, something undeniable. But most of the time, I guide you through small nudges, quiet thoughts, and subtle direction. And you have been overlooking them. No more. From today, you will move differently. You will not ignore your intuition. You will not silence your inner knowing. You will not shrink yourself to fit into places that are too small for you. Because you are not created to live a limited life. You were created to grow, to expand, to rise above what tried to hold you down. And I know it has not been easy. There were moments when you felt like giving up completely. There were days when you questioned everything. There were nights when you wondered if anything would ever change. But you are still here. And that means your story is not finished. If you are hearing these words right now, it means there is still something ahead of you that is worth walking toward. But you must make a decision. Will you continue to stay in the same cycle? Or will you finally step into what I have been preparing for you? This is your moment to choose. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now. Start by shifting your mindset. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" start asking, "What is this teaching me?" Instead of focusing on what you lost, focus on what you can build next. Instead of waiting for everything to be perfect, Start moving with what you already have, because progress does not require perfection. It requires action, small steps, consistent effort, daily commitment. That is how transformation begins, and I am walking with you through it. You are not alone in this process. Even when it feels uncertain, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when it feels like you are stepping into the unknown, I am there, guiding you, strengthening you, preparing you. But I will not force you. You must choose to move forward. You must choose to believe. You must choose to trust that something better is possible for your life. And if something inside you is agreeing with these words, if you feel even a small spark of belief rising within you right now, then I want you to take a simple step of faith. Type, "I choose to move forward" in the comments. Not for others, not for show, but as a declaration to yourself. Because when you declare something, you begin to align your actions with it. And this is just the beginning. What I am about to reveal next will challenge you, but it will also unlock something powerful in your life. So stay here. Do not leave. Do not let distractions pull you away. Stay with me. Do not lose focus now, because what I am about to reveal will open your understanding in a way you did not expect. You have been asking for change. You have been praying for answers. You have been waiting for something to shift in your life. But listen carefully. The change you are waiting for will not begin outside of you. It must begin within you. For a long time, you have been looking at your circumstances, hoping they will improve first so you can finally feel peace, confidence, and direction. But that is not how transformation works. True change starts when your thinking changes, because your life follows your mindset. If your mind is filled with fear, you will hesitate. If your mind is filled with doubt, you will hold back. If your mind is focused on lack, you will miss opportunities. And that is exactly what has been happening. You have not been lacking opportunity. You have been lacking belief. You have not been blocked. You have been hesitant. You have not been forgotten. You have been distracted. This is not to discourage you. This is to awaken you. Because once you become aware of this, everything begins to shift. Right now, I am inviting you to take ownership of your life in a way you never have before. Stop waiting for someone to come and save you. Stop expecting perfect timing. Stop delaying your growth because you feel unprepared. You will never feel fully ready. Growth does not happen when you are comfortable. It happens when you step forward despite uncertainty. And I know what you are thinking. What if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What if I make the wrong decision? But here is the truth. Doing nothing is the only guaranteed failure. Every step you take teaches you something. Every attempt builds strength. Every mistake brings clarity. You are not meant to avoid challenges. You are meant to grow through them. And right now, there is something specific in your life that you have been avoiding. You already know what it is. It could be a decision you keep postponing. It could be a conversation you are afraid to have. It could be a step forward that feels uncomfortable. You keep telling yourself, "I'll do it later." But later has been turning into never. This is your confirmation. It is time to act. Not perfectly, not all at once, but intentionally. Because your future is not built in one big moment. It is built in small, consistent decisions. And I need you to understand something deeper. You are more capable than you think. You have survived things that once felt impossible. You have handled situations you never thought you could. You have made it through moments that should have broken you. And yet, here you are, stronger, wiser, still standing. So why do you keep doubting yourself now? Why do you keep acting like you are not enough? That is not your truth. That is a pattern you have learned. And today, you are breaking that pattern. From this moment forward, you will begin to see yourself differently. Not as someone who is struggling, but as someone who is evolving. Not as someone who is lost, but as someone who is discovering their path. Not as someone who is behind, but as someone who is being prepared, because everything you have gone through has been building something inside of you. Patience, resilience, awareness, strength. These are not weaknesses. These are your foundations. And now it is time to use them. I want you to start paying attention to your daily actions. What are you doing with your time? What are you feeding your mind? What are you focusing on? Because these small choices are shaping your future. If you spend your time worrying, you will feel stuck. If you spend your time learning, you will grow. If you spend your time taking action, you will move forward. You do not need to change everything overnight. You just need to start. Start with one habit. Start with one decision. Start with one step. That is how momentum is created. And once momentum begins, everything becomes easier. But there is one more thing you must release: the need for approval. You have been holding yourself back because you are worried about what others will think. You are afraid of being judged. You are afraid of being misunderstood. You are afraid of not meeting expectations. But listen carefully. You were not created to live according to other people's opinions. You were created to live with purpose. Not everyone will understand your journey. Not everyone will support your growth. And that is okay, because your life is not meant to make everyone else comfortable. It is meant to fulfill what was placed inside of you. So stop shrinking. Stop explaining yourself to people who do not see your vision. Stop seeking validation from those who cannot recognize your value. You already have what you need. Now it is time to trust it. And yes, there will still be moments of doubt. There will still be days when you feel uncertain. There will still be challenges that test your patience. But you will not respond the same way anymore. You will not retreat. You will not give up. You will not fall back into old patterns. Because now you are aware. And awareness changes everything. Right now, I want you to make a quiet commitment to yourself. A commitment that you will no longer stay stuck in the same place. A commitment that you will take responsibility for your growth. A commitment that you will move forward even if it feels uncomfortable. And if you feel this message speaking to you, if something inside you is shifting, then take a moment and declare it. Type, "I am ready for change," in the comments. Not because you have everything figured out, but because you are willing to begin, and that willingness is powerful. Because what comes next will require you to step even further. Stay here. Do not rush past this part, because now we are going deeper than before. You have begun to understand that change starts within you. But there is something else you must confront. Something that has been quietly controlling your life without you even realizing it. It is not your situation. It is not other people. It is not even your past. It is the patterns you have allowed to stay. Yes, the habits, the thoughts, the reactions you repeat every day. These patterns have been shaping your life more than any external circumstance. And if you do not break them, you will keep experiencing the same cycles over and over again, the same struggles, the same frustrations, the same disappointments. Different situations, but the same outcome. And I do not want that for you. I want you to move forward. I want you to grow. I want you to step into a life that reflects your true potential. But you cannot step into something new while holding on to what is keeping you stuck. So now, I am asking you to be honest with yourself. What is the one pattern in your life that you know is holding you back? Is it overthinking everything? Is it procrastinating when you know you should act? Is it doubting yourself before you even try? Is it holding on to people or situations that drain your energy? You already know the answer. It came to your mind the moment I asked the question. That is the area you must change. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now. Because every day you delay, that pattern becomes stronger, and every time you repeat it, you reinforce it. But here is the good news. Patterns can be broken. You are not stuck. You are not powerless. You are not controlled by your past. You have the ability to choose differently. And that is where your power is. Not in controlling everything around you, but in choosing how you respond. You may not be able to change what has already happened, but you can absolutely change what you do next, and that is where your future begins. Let me show you something important. Every time you feel the urge to fall back into an old habit, pause just for a moment. Do not react immediately. Do not follow the same automatic response. Pause and choose differently. That small pause is where transformation happens. Because in that moment, you are no longer controlled by your past. You are making a conscious decision for your future. And yes, it will feel uncomfortable at first. Breaking patterns is not easy. Your mind will try to pull you back into what feels familiar. It will tell you, this is how you always do things. It will try to convince you that change is too hard. But do not listen, because familiar does not mean right, and easy does not mean better. Growth requires discomfort. There is a strength inside you that you have not fully used yet, a discipline that is waiting to be activated, a focus that is ready to be sharpened, a determination that is stronger than your excuses. But you must make the decision to use it. Stop telling yourself, I can't. Stop saying, maybe later. Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but commitment stays. And what you need right now is commitment. A decision that you will no longer allow your old patterns to control your future. A decision that you will take responsibility for your actions. A decision that you will show up for your own life, because no one else can do this for you. This is your journey. This is your responsibility. This is your moment, and I am guiding you through it, not by forcing you, but by awakening something inside you. Now listen carefully. There is also something you must release. You have been carrying emotional weight that no longer belongs in your life. Old disappointments, past mistakes, regret, guilt. You keep replaying these things in your mind, thinking about what you should have done differently, what you could have changed, what you wish had not happened. But holding on to the past will not change it. It will only keep you stuck. You must let it go, not because it did not matter, but because it no longer serves you. You have already learned what you needed to learn. Now it is time to move forward, and moving forward requires space. You cannot carry everything with you into your next chapter. Some things must be left behind. And I know this is not easy. Letting go never is. But staying stuck is harder. So choose what is better for you. Choose growth over comfort. Choose progress over fear. Choose your future over your past. And as you begin to do this, something powerful will happen. You will start to feel lighter, clearer, more focused. Because you are no longer weighed down by what was holding you back. You are stepping into something new, something stronger, something better, something aligned with who you are becoming. And yes, there will still be challenges, but now you will face them differently, with awareness, with strength, with intention. You are no longer the same person you were before. You are evolving, and this is just the beginning. Now, I want you to take a moment and acknowledge this shift, not just in your mind, but with a clear decision. If you are ready to break the patterns that have been holding you back, if you are ready to let go of what no longer serves you, then declare it. Type, I release the old and step into the new in the comments. Let it be a commitment. Let it be a turning point. Stay with me. You have come too far to stop now. What I am about to reveal will shape how you move from this moment forward. You have started to recognize your patterns. You have begun to release what was holding you back. But now, there is something even more important. You must step into a new level of responsibility for your life. Because awareness without action changes nothing. You cannot just understand what needs to change. You must live it. This is where many people stop. They feel inspired. They feel motivated. They feel ready in the moment. But then they go back to their old routines, and everything stays the same. That will not be your story. Because now, you are choosing differently. From this moment forward, your actions must reflect your growth. Not your mood, not your fear, not your excuses, your growth. You are no longer living based on how you feel in the moment. You are living based on what you know is right, and that requires discipline. Not harsh discipline, but consistent discipline. The kind that shows up every day, The kind that keeps going even when you don't feel like it. The kind that builds your future one step at a time. Because the life you want is not created in one big breakthrough. It is built daily. In your habits, in your choices, in your focus. So let me ask you something important. What are you doing every day that is moving you forward? Not occasionally. Not when you feel motivated. Every day. Because your daily actions are your true direction. If you spend your days distracted, your life will feel scattered. If you spend your days intentional, your life will gain clarity. You cannot expect a different life while repeating the same actions. Something must change, and that change begins with your priorities. Right now, you must decide what truly matters to you, not what others expect, not what looks good to others. What matters to you, your growth, your peace, your purpose. And once you are clear on that, your decisions become easier, because you are no longer trying to do everything. You are focusing on what actually moves your life forward. This is how you take control. Not by controlling everything around you, but by controlling what you choose to give your time and energy to. Because your time is valuable, and you have been giving it away too easily. To distractions, to unnecessary worries, to things that do not help you grow. That ends now. From this moment forward, you will become more intentional. You will protect your time. You will protect your energy. You will protect your focus. Because these are the things that build your future. And here is something else you must understand. Not everyone will grow with you. As you change, as you become more focused, as you start making different decisions, some people will not understand. Some may question you. Some may doubt you. Some may even try to pull you back into your old ways. But do not let that stop you. Growth requires separation, not from people, but from patterns, environments, and influences that no longer align with who you are becoming. And this is where you must be strong. You cannot keep one foot in your old life and one foot in your new life. At some point, you must fully step forward, because holding on to what is comfortable will keep you from what is possible. And you are ready for more. More clarity, more stability, more purpose. But more requires responsibility. You must take ownership of your life. No more blaming circumstances. No more waiting for the right time. No more telling yourself that you will start later. Later is an illusion. The only moment you truly have is now. And what you do now determines everything that comes next. So start where you are. You do not need to have everything figured out. You do not need a perfect plan. You just need to take the next step. One step. That is enough. Because once you take one step, the next becomes clear. And then the next. And before you realize it, you are no longer stuck. You are moving. You are growing. You are building something real. And yes, there will still be moments when you feel tired. Moments when you question yourself. Moments when you feel like slowing down. That is normal. But do not stop. Rest if you need to. But do not quit. Because everything you are building takes time. And time is not your enemy. Time is your partner. If you stay consistent, time will work in your favor. Small efforts will turn into big results. Small changes will create major shifts. Small steps will lead to a completely different life. This is how transformation happens. Not suddenly, but steadily. And you are already in the process. Right now, something inside you is becoming stronger. Your mindset is shifting. Your awareness is growing. Your direction is becoming clearer. And this is only the beginning. There is more ahead of you. More growth. More opportunity. More expansion. But you must continue. You must stay committed. You must keep moving forward. Even when it feels slow. Even when it feels uncertain. Even when no one else sees your progress. Because you are not doing this for others. You are doing this for your life. Now, I want you to make a clear decision. Not just in your thoughts, but in your actions. If you are ready to take full responsibility for your life, If you are ready to move with discipline, focus, and intention, then declare it. Type, "I commit to my growth and my future," in the comments. Let it be your decision. Let it be your turning point. Stay with me until the very end. Do not leave this moment unfinished, because what I am about to speak now is what will anchor everything you have just received. You have heard the truth. You have felt the shift. You have recognized what needs to change. But now comes the most important part. You must live it. Not just feel it. Not just think about it. Not just say, "This was powerful," and move on. You must apply it. Because knowledge without action keeps you in the same place. And I did not bring you here to leave you the same. I brought you here to move you forward. Now listen carefully. Your life will not change because of one big moment. It will change because of what you choose to do consistently after this moment. What you do tomorrow matters. What you do the next day matters. What you repeat daily matters. This is where your future is created, not in inspiration, but in repetition. So from today, I want you to live with intention. When you wake up, do not start your day with confusion. Take a moment, breathe, focus. Ask yourself, what is one thing I can do today that moves my life forward? Not 10 things, not everything at once, just one, and then do it. No excuses, no overthinking. Because progress begins with simple action, and when you repeat that daily, everything begins to shift. Your confidence grows, your clarity increases, your direction becomes stronger. This is how you rebuild your life, step by step. And I know there will still be challenges. There will be moments when things do not go as planned. There will be situations that test your patience. There will be days when you feel like slowing down. But do not let those moments stop you, because challenges are not there to break you. They are there to strengthen you. Every challenge carries a lesson. Every delay carries preparation. Every obstacle carries growth. And when you begin to see life this way, you stop feeling stuck. You start moving with understanding. Now, there is something else I need you to remember. You must guard your mind, because your mind is where everything begins. If you allow negative thoughts to take control, your actions will follow. If you focus on fear, your decisions will shrink. If you constantly doubt yourself, you will hold yourself back. So you must be intentional about what you allow into your mind. Choose your thoughts carefully. When doubt appears, do not accept it as truth. When fear tries to speak, do not agree with it. When negativity surrounds you, do not absorb it. Replace it with clarity, with belief, with purpose, because your thoughts shape your reality, and you are now in control of what you choose to believe. Also, pay attention to your environment. What you see daily, what you hear, who you spend time with, all of it influences you. So choose wisely. Surround yourself with what helps you grow. Distance yourself from what drains you. This is not selfish. This is necessary, because you cannot build a strong life in a weak environment. Now listen closely, because this is important. Do not compare your journey to anyone else. Your path is unique. Your timing is different. Your process is personal. Your growth is your own. Looking at others will only distract you. Focus on your own progress, even if it feels small, even if it feels slow, because slow progress is still progress, and consistency will always take you further than perfection. Now I want you to understand something deeply. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be to begin your next step. Everything you have experienced has brought you here, and now you are ready. Ready to think differently, ready to act differently, ready to live differently. This is your new beginning, not because everything around you has changed, but because you have. And that is where real transformation starts. So from this moment forward, move with clarity, move with intention, move with discipline. Do not wait for motivation. Create momentum. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Use what you have. Do not wait for someone to guide you. Trust what you already know, because you have everything you need to begin. And I am with you in this journey, guiding you, strengthening you, helping you grow. But you must walk. You must act. You must move forward. Now, before you leave this moment, I want you to make one final declaration. If you truly feel ready to apply these words in your life, if you feel a shift inside you, if you are choosing to move forward with clarity and action, then declare it. Type, "I will take action and transform my life," in the comments. Let it be your commitment. Let it be your starting point. And if these words have brought you clarity, if they have helped you see your life differently, if they have given you strength or direction, then take a moment to support this message. Like this video, so more people can receive it. Subscribe to stay connected to messages that guide you forward. Share this with someone who needs clarity and strength in their life. And most importantly, stay until the end of messages like this, because sometimes the one thing you need to hear comes when you least expect it. If you feel happy, encouraged, or strengthened by these words, support the channel with your presence and your engagement, because when you grow, you help others grow too. Now go forward. Apply what you have learned. Stay consistent. Stay focused. Stay committed. Your life is not waiting to change. It has already begun. Walk in it.